Hello friends, my name is Shubham Mishra and welcome to Com Skill. Today we have new topic which is drugs addiction. Do they have help or punish? This is very sensitive topic to our society and today we will discuss on this topic and we will take opinion to other. Then first I would like to invite Khushi. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Yes. So as I believe, yes, they need help. So they sometimes they don't feel addicted to that habit, but they are because of there are some family problems in their life, and there is also lots of pressure of study. So if till the time they are not harming others, then they need help. Because sometimes it helps when if my one of my friend is addicted to drugs, so this is my responsibility that I should talk to him or her, and I should consider as a patient, not as a culprit, because he or she is not going to harm me. Yes, if in form of addiction he or she is trying to killing someone, so at that time they need punishment, because if it will not work, so next time I will also say this, that I was drunk, that's why I hit someone by a car. So if we are harming someone else, so we need punishment. If we are harming ourselves, so we need help. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your opinion. It's your opinion about it for by the family pressure and by the education pressure. If someone is taking to drugs, in your opinion, this is a cure. And if someone is harming, then we have to take initiative and give punishment. Is it right? Yes, let's listen to Priyanshu's view. Oh, yes, Khushi. Yes, Khushi.
Yes, after Priyanshu, I will answer.
Okay. Yes, Priyanshu.
Thank you very much, Shubham and Khushi, for giving me chance. So here, what do I feel is that now whenever somebody is doing something bad or something which is not acceptable socially, then we must need to take action. And action can be, that action can be easy, it can be favorable, it can be against as well, and it can be unpredictable sometimes. And our government take actions which are unlikable by others. If you will see that sometimes we have our force which sometimes take strict actions. So the same thing here also. Here I will just be favor in the topic which is like punishment, because that helping is something else, that we can help those who need this thing. Okay, and we can treat like in that manner who want to be treated like this and who should be treated. Now suppose there's a person who is literally very badly addicted with it, who don't want to leave it. First of all, we are just making him understand that please him also, and it can be hurt as well, that please leave this. It is okay, it is not going to help you anymore, it is just going to harm you, destroy you totally. He's saying or she's saying that I can't, I tried many times, but now it will just leave that when I will die. Then we should kill that person first of all, so that he will die, he or she will die, and then it is going to be game over. I mean, the thing which he has, it is not going to be no more. So this can be the first thing. Then that we need to be, I mean, with a strict, be strict with that person. And here, if I will say that now suppose he or she is on a first level of their this, at this time that recently they had started. So at that time we can tell them and we can guide them also, and we can just help them as well. That, and at that time I think they would be able to understand this thing. and that would not be that difficult for them to live. So here I think if it is a really great, and if he or she can do anything just to get that thing, at that time we need to be strict somehow. And if they are treatable, then we need to treat them, we need to help them. Okay, but most importantly here I must say that in my life I've never seen any person who take drug, but I have seen the person who takes more than it. I mean,
Deva.
the person taking really great sorts of, you can say, smoking, something else like this. I'm not getting because I don't take, and that is why I don't have words as well. But it is not good, first of all. So it is my point of view. Later on, I will share some more.
Thank you so much for sharing your views, and I would like to listen Satyam. Yes, as Priyanshu is sharing about it. If someone is taking drugs, then we have to take action for that person. What's your views about that person? What you would like to share?
For inviting me. And here I can say that if anybody who is going to take any type of drugs, any type of thing, that by that he or she is going to be addicted, then the first thing that we can do, that is the counseling of that person. If we have ability, and we can just take help of our that ability, by that we can just make his or her understand about what you are doing, it's not great. And if you are continue with this, then what problem will you face? And you can, even in our society only, we have lots of results, and we can see make him or her to see that, and by that person realize that if I'm going to make it my habit. Because if we are going to see any type of drugs, then people just start in for the entertainment purpose only, and then because of that addiction material was there and is there, that's why it becomes one type of disease, I can say, that is not going to be cured. And if you're going to punish that people, that person, then I don't think so it is going to be help anywhere. Because if you just punish once, then maybe for the certain time he or she will not do that, but after that, after some time, then that person will start doing the same thing again. Because I know many people, I know many children also, they were addicted with that, and they are, because of they don't have exact knowledge about the things, whatever they feel. And first thing that how is it starting, the things that there are lots of causes behind it. First thing is lack of awareness, and second thing is a great a great friend circle. And by that also, one person is taking anything, then another just going to check that, and he or she just started, and then just it goes like a chain, person to person. And if you want to see equality, if you want to see any type of what we called that any group, and the way of making friends, then you can just see the person who is taking drugs. If that person is going anywhere, he will or she will easily get his or her friend. Even they are just traveling for a while only, then also they must get any friend who is taking the same drugs, same things, same smoke. It happens because in our society it is in not a small amount, it is a huge amount. Then we need to just spread awareness, and beating or giving punishment, it is not a permanent solution. Because if we have the infection in liver, and because of that we are not able to eat something, and somebody who is going to just give us pills for our stomach, and by that we can just eat it, and we can just become a cure. Then if you're not going for the permanent ilaज of permanent solution with then we will not be able to just cure with that infection. Then we need to go with it, that we can easily, yes, it will take time, and sometimes it seems like impossible, because the person who is taking any type of drugs, that person is not going to listen you, because that person is addicted by the addiction. Word is that I cannot explain it. What is addiction? Addiction means that I cannot live without it. Even I will just, because I know the person who, if that person is not going to take his or her drugs, then he or she is just going to be mad. And sometimes people just do suicide also, if they are not able to just fulfill their that addiction. And that's why we need to do counseling only. But if it is starting, then it's very easy to just overcome with the problem. But if it is old, then it's very hard to do counseling also. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing, Satyam, your views. Like people just starting earlier to, people are just taking drugs for only entertainment purpose, but day by day they just addicted by this, and somewhere friend circle is also responsible for this. And as you shared about it, only counsel is and awareness is important. If someone is not raising to not would like to go there for counsel, then what we should take initiative for that time? We don't go with that like punishment. I would like to take opinion and responses. Madan, are you there? Mr. Madan?
I'm here.
Yes. Please
Yes,
share your views.
I'm here. Hello. How am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Give me the chance. If I talk about, we are talking with the duck. So in my surrounding, I stay in Delhi and nearby industry area. So there, nowadays in Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. So if you buy one drug bottle, then one bottle is like free. So I just think like many people take drugs, and then after that road all the way beside, they are slip on the way, and sometimes they are fell down the drain. So this thing like in I observe this thing. So we I was saying, so we do not touch these people, and these people like harmful our self, and these people no life like further life. They people are doing work and earning money. Then after that they buy these drugs and they fell down and way. So these people like no life. And if I talk about our Indian law, so this thing also not I can say if Arvind Kejriwal is nowadays give this permission. So if someone buy one and buy get free, so like our India is low ground, day by day low, because people doing well and buy earn money, and then after that spend money this thing, and people life destroy. So this thing very bad thing. So in my opinion, so not like this. Every people should not take drugs, and be safe, carefully, everyone. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your views. And now I would love to listen Ritika's views. Ritika?
I, there are better ways to control drug users. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
There are better ways to control drug user than to punish the user, because people can be addicted to drugs faster and easier than other people due to health, people are risk, or even their social environment. So instead of punishing them, we should help them. There are so many places like which help to struggling to help the people to struggling with drug addiction. There are even free hotlines such as Samsha, SMA, SA, National Helpline, and chat rooms. So these sites can help the people who are addicted with drugs. So
Thank you so much, and you have shared very valuable point, like we have to take help to NGOs and national helpline to counsel any person who is just taking drugs, and this will be good for that. And now I would love to give chance to Khushi. Please add your point.
Yes, when I give my point, I think they ask this one question or something else you said. So I would like to say that I'm not saying that taking drugs is wrong, is right. Yes, that is completely wrong. But suppose I'm your friend and I am giving juice daily, and I am mixing drugs in that. So that will not be your fault that you will be addicted to that. At that time, you really need help, because you will like, if somebody please help me, because I had no idea about this, and now when I come to know about this, I am addicted to that. And if you have chosen that habit yourself for enjoyment, so there should be warning. We can give warning as awareness, as Dr. has said, that we should provide awareness for them that what will be the result of that. And if you are going to harm anybody, so there must be punishment. Definitely. Yes, that was my point which I wanted to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable point and adding once more. It was great, and I think Priyanshu also would like to add some more point. Please.
Yeah, that was really great. So now I would say that still, I mean, the earlier which I said, that was less. Okay, now it should be more. I mean, as now I came to know that punishment only, it can do anything. As Satyam and Kushi, they both are described very well that we are going to give them punishment. So I don't think that by punishment, I mean, they will leave this for a week, 10 days maybe, hardly 10 days. After this, again, they will start taking this. So that is why that that we have a proverb in Hindi, if you know about this, that a tree, we don't need to cut the stem only. We need to cut, I mean, just root it out. Okay, there should be no space so that it can be again. So the same here. First of all, we don't need to treat patients. We need to, we need to reach to those sellers who are selling this thing. Definitely problem is going to sort of. And here, I think maybe government is also taking some part of this. I mean, if somebody is selling drugs, then definitely tax is there. And if tax is there now, if you can see that we have alcohol, we have cigarette, we have smoking stick, we have tobacco. I mean, these many things we have. Then why do we have? Government can ban on these things. When government is taking tax, it is getting profit. That is why it is not banning. Otherwise, it should have banned till now. So the same here, I think. If a government wants, then it can ban all those things. then there wouldn't be this thing. But yeah, I know that somewhere these are things which are playing major role in our economy, GDP, and we need to take care of this thing. But still, I would say that taking appropriate action is a must thing, and one should know that how and why can we take actions. Because if we are going to take actions at that time, so that we have fear, so that fear is going to be spread among others, and by this fear the person or the people will just think that yes, it should be bad for me, and it can destroy not only me, not only I, it can destroy my whole family. It can affect my family, and even though my siblings as well. If the person is married, then it can affect their children as well. So he or she must need to avoid this thing. And nowadays I have seen that not only men, women is also, they are not less than men. They are saying that we are, we are
Equal.
more than it. So that is why women is taking more initiative in this, and I have seen this thing. So that is why we need to think about it, and I think none can do about this thing. Only one person is going to take initiative, he or she can do. Maybe not only 1,000 also is going to take initiative. They can do a bit, not more than it. But we youth, if we will gather together, if we will just raise our voice together, if we'll come up with solutions, if we'll overcome with this problem, then we can definitely. So this can be one possible solution for this thing from my side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for adding a valuable point, and you have added very great point. And at last you have added one thing, like women is just going to equal for men. It's great also, and for that they are also taking initiative to equal, and as you have added one more point, like need to be government ban this thing. If government will ban, I think people will go with a private solution. I would like to take opinions to Satyam. I think Satyam would like to add few more points.
I would love to go with solution only. As Priyanshu has shared a very great point that we need to go on a deep and root level of anything, any problem, if you want to solve any problem. Exactly. Then there is a one problem, then how will you find the root? If you are going to the vendor, then vendor will say the wholesaler, and wholesaler to just go the company, and company to raw material, and etc etc. Then one thing in our if we are going to just have a look in our country only, then our country will get one thing, that is a government policy. Then only government is responsible for all those things. Only government. If government wants to ban anything, and they just take initiative to ban with the help of changing the rule and policies, then nobody will take initiative to make any type of drug, or just sell any type of drug. Yes, I'll say that it is not going to be we cannot come out 100%. It is impossible to come out 100% from any problem. Even here we can see the human smuggling. Then how can we predict that we can go with the 100%? But there is one solution that, and our government is not going to take this solution that just ban all companies, all factories, and they will not produce. It's impossible. But there is one modification that I guess suggest that don't sell any product like this under 21. Okay, under 21. After 21 you can sell, but under 21 don't sell. Why? If you're going to see any people who is going to be addicted anything, any person, then that person must started under 21. There is approx 90% chances, because at that time we feel like we have lots of mind, we have very soft mind, but we don't. we just see like and we feel like, but we actually it's not. After 21, if you are going to take any decision, then you must think about it, and you will just feel that if I'm going to take any initiative, any starting, then what will be the future effect. And that's how we can cover up and we can like overcome with this problem. And there is one more thing, that how will we identify, and that person will just send another person, and it is also going to be the same. Then by that, it's government policy, that if you can make the policies for other things from where you can get much money. And if you want to just take away, overcome with this problem in our country, and you want to save our country's foundation, then you can make a great solution, and you can make the rule regulation, and you also just make that make sure that that regulation, that rule is going to be followed by the people and by the our vendors also. And just give license, like just give permission to share or sell anything only license holders. And if we are getting anything very easily, then more people is going to be addicted. And if anything that we are not going to take easily, then we will not be addicted with that. Many drugs that is producing by other countries, and in our country it is less available, then people is not going to take that drugs. And if you are going to just have a look on tobacco that is producing that production is our country only, then you'll see in even in rural areas, I can say 95% people, if they are in drugs and they are having anything, then they must have tobacco. And this is the reality. And by this, people just feel that this is my status symbol. If I am taking any high class drugs and all, then if we can just implement this rule, this policy in our country, then we can overcome approx 75% to 80%. I cannot say 100% now also, but we can reduce the rate. Thank you so much.
Okay, then any person would like to add few more points? Okay, now we got solution, like don't sell to whom, like under 20. And solution is that need to be awareness, parents and law, and counseling is also important, because of counsel will counter all those things. And need to be aware government as well, as because don't give too easily to anyone, as Satyam has said, and Priyanshu and Khushi and Madan and Ritika all have said. It was valuable point. And now we got after conflict we got solution. And now we are just wondering for this. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching us. If any person have any query, then drop message, and we will read further. Thank you so much, and bye bye, take care.